As you all know, I beat Neil Viersma 4-2 in the CSS keeping contest. Thanks for the kind words, but I only needed 1 point tonight. There's no need to be mean and cold, though. Anyway, over the past week I realized something. Neil Viersma is like a Christmas present. You can always expect him to look nice when he's around, and when you open him up, you'll find something much better than expected. Wow, a flying spider. Rarely do people get to experience a deep connection with another human being. I myself have experienced one with a new coworker and now good friend. His name is Neil Viersma, and I couldn't help but feel bad about completely obliterating him. Everyone deserves to be happy, so I decided to hold up my end of the deal and make it known that Neil Viersma is now, and always has been, a saint. And saints are what I know best. For SaintsCenter, I'm Chris, the pro. Deucer.
Thanks, Chris. The Saints enjoyed a successful weekend on the road. Results are next.
Welcome to this episode of SaintsCenter. I'm Micah McGinnis.
And I'm Neil Viersma.
The top cross-country men and women traveled to Oshkosh this weekend, while the majority of the Saints Scholastica cross-country team stayed in Minnesota to compete at St. Boniface Invite. In Oshkosh, the men were led by junior Chris Lawson, running a time of 26 minutes and 4 seconds, which put him in 130th place. Luke McKenzie, Jacob Gallagher, and Tim Dunstan also competed. Josh Trozen led the Saints at the St. Boniface Invite, crossing the line in second place overall. Adam Walenta and Vic Pilon followed, placing 5th and 6th respectively. Although Concordia Moorhead won the meet in 35 points, the Saints managed second place overall with 46 points, 11 points ahead of Morris, a UMAC competitor. On the women's side, Andrea Mogren paced her teammates in 126th place individually at Oshkosh. As a team, the Saints were 27th out of 42 teams. In St. Boniface, the women were led by Sarah Anderson, who placed 8th as an individual, and Bailey Opsahl in 14th place. Cross country will host the UMAC Championship on November 1st at Stebner Field in Hermantown.
Saints football remained undefeated after their 49-14 victory over Martin Luther College Saturday. Shortly after the second half began, Mitch Enoch carried a Martin Luther punt 70 yards into the end zone. Mitch O'Neill claimed 2 touchdowns for the Saints, both off tosses from quarterback Tyler Harper, who threw 3 touchdown passes and made 1 touchdown on his own. Martin Luther managed 2 touchdowns in the game, not enough to challenge the undefeated Saints. Football faces Eureka Saturday night at Public School Stadium.
Women's soccer picked up 2 wins over the weekend. In the first, against Crown College, Scholastica standout Kelsey Cadle scored just a minute and a half into the game. The next goal came thanks to Crown College, who scored on themselves. The remaining 3 goals were achieved by Jalen Britton, Leah Ham, and Peyton Basco. In Saturday's game, Scholastica's only goal, scored by Kirsten Olsen in the 24th minute, was all that was needed for the Saints to win 1-0 over Bethany Lutheran. The Saints hold 9 wins, 6 losses, and 1 tie going into Friday's home game against Northwestern.
Echoing the success of the women's squad, men's soccer won over Crown College and Bethany Lutheran. Friday night's 7-0 win over Crown fueled Scholastica's weekend momentum. On Saturday, the Saints kept the game mainly on Bethany Lutheran's half the field. Shawayne Folks of CSS found the net to put the Saints on the scoreboard. Bethany Lutheran would score no goals in the game. Goalkeeper Jacob Dahlhammer earned his 6th shutout of the season. He now leads the UMAC in goals against shutouts, goals against average, wins, and minutes played.
Saints volleyball came out on top in their first of 3 at University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire Fall Classic. Their victory over St. Mary's University was the first in 8 years, with Courtney Morin leading the Saints with 14 kills. Though they lost to University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh, the Saints put up a fight, forcing the game into a 4th set. Despite this, Oshkosh still managed to out-edge CSS in the 4th set 26-24. Their weekend of play wrapped up when Eau Claire swept the Saints. The women host 2 home games this weekend, the first on Friday against Martin Luther College and the second on Saturday against Bethany Lutheran College. And that concludes this week's episode of SaintsCenter. I'm Micah McGinnis.
And I'm Neil Viersba.
Thanks for watching.
And go Saints.